Hey guys, how are we doing today? This is Wally with LearningNet.com, and in today's A2 hosting review, we're going to be focusing primarily on the Swift plan itself. If you're watching this video, you're probably curious about getting started with A2 hosting Swift plan. You probably want to know more details about it. How is it that you can create a website today using the Swift plan? And so that's what we're going to go over today. If you guys are new to this channel here for LearningNet.com, I want you to hit the subscribe button that's right below, along with the bell. That way, any future videos, guys, that I put up, you'll be sure to receive them. So I'm going to be going over primarily the cost or the pricing for A2 Hosting Swift Plan. I'm going to briefly talk about the other two that they have for the shared hosting as well. Going to go over customer service. Obviously, you want to know about that, how responsive and how good is the customer service, and also the uptime. And then I'm going to take you at the end to check out the Cpanel, to show you how is it that you can like add on domains and things of that nature. Okay, guys. So first off, A2 Hosting, I've been with them for quite some time, and I really love their web hosting services across the board. They're very affordable. They have great customer service and really great uptime. And I'm going to talk about each one of these more in depth throughout this A2 Hosting Swift review. Okay. So I'm going to leave some links right below, and I want you to use those links to get started with A2 Hosting today. And that way you can get a 51% discount on your Swift plan today. All right. So with A2 Hosting, of course, they have different types of web hosting, but for the purpose of this review, as I mentioned, I just want to hone in on the Swift plan, because I think that the Swift plan and Turbo, but the Swift plan in particular, it's really ideal for people that are like affiliate marketers. If you're a blogger, a network marketer, and you need to create unlimited websites, the Swift plan is ideal for that. Hopefully, if you're watching this video for that purpose, that's exactly what you're looking for. If you're not looking to create unlimited websites, I just recommend going with the Lite plan, guys. It allows you to host one website. You do get some unlimited features, but the Lite plan is ideal for entrepreneurs that just need to create one website. But again, going back to the Swift plan itself, I really love this plan because it gives you unlimited everything. You can create unlimited websites. You get unlimited databases and storage, transfers of domains. You get Cpanel, which I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later, show you guys a little bit about that. That way you can know, how it works and how to create websites with it. You get free Ssl certificates, which is great. Hopefully you guys know by now that Google made an announcement last year in 2018 that for websites that don't have them, they're going to penalize you basically in the search engines. You get lower rankings, as well as a labeling of unsecure of your website. So A2 Hosting understands that, and they've already, they're already preparing you for that by giving you free Ssl certificates for your domain. So that's another reason that I really love A2 Hosting across the board, guys. The Swift plan itself is different from the Turbo plan, meaning that you don't get the Turbo or the Swift, the Turbo like speeds that you'll get with the third tier up. This one right here has a 20 times faster speeds itself, but there's a trick that you can do even with the Swift plan itself, a specific plugin that I really love that definitely promotes really fast speeds. I think across the board, A2 Hosting is an extremely fast web hosting service with great page loads for the blogs that I have online, but there's some plugins that you can add on for your Wordpress website that you can install in your Cpanel that'll definitely help even more so. Okay, guys? So you get, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. As I mentioned, guys, I'm going to leave a link below that's going to give you 51% off of your web hosting itself. As I mentioned before in the beginning of this A2 Hosting Swift review, guys, I believe that if you're a person that's a network marketer, an affiliate marketer, or somebody who needs to create multiple websites, maybe for your home-based business that you're in, it really doesn't matter what type of business that you're in, but if you're in need of creating multiple websites, the Swift plan is really ideal for that. It's very inexpensive, very affordable for all pockets, and that's why I recommend getting started with the Swift plan itself. A2Hosting, what I love about them is that they're not EIG owned. And I'm really proud to say that because, a lot of EIG owned companies, as you guys may know, like Bluehost, HostGator, iPage, HostMonster, Just Host. I mean, there are a lot of, web hosting companies that are owned by EIG that don't have that great of a reputation, but A2Hosting is different because they're not owned by them. They stand alone, and that's why I really love their web hosting services as well. On this page right here, guys, you'll see some other features that do come with it. I'm not going to go through all of them on this review of A2Hosting, but just gives you an idea of all of the features that come with it. And so if you guys are looking to migrate your website over to A2Hosting today, perhaps you're with one of the previous EIG companies that I mentioned today, and maybe you're sick and tired of them. You don't like, their web hosting services, their customer service is slow, and they're owned by EIG. A2Hosting, guys, has a free site migration service. So if you want to migrate your website over today, you can do that by using the link below, guys, and take advantage of this free service itself. I did tell you guys that I wanted to show you what the Cpanel looks like. Obviously, when you get started, you can click on the link that's right below, and it'll bring you guys to this page. And once you do that, and you use that link below, you're going to select Swift if you decide to go with the Swift plan. What you're going to do is you're going to type in your domain itself that you want to have. So you type in your domain. I prefer just going with .coms. Shoot for the .com of your brand to see if it's available. Hit the check button, guys. And then from there, you're just going to proceed to, the next page itself. And let's do that together real quick to show you guys how this works, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm going to type in... Let's see, .com. Just going to plug in a domain here that I actually own. And once you plug in a domain itself and you see that it's actually available, what you guys can do from there is just confirm that all these details are exactly what you want. I recommend try to purchase up to a year's of web hosting itself. You will save with that. I mean, you can see before the discount itself that we're going to be giving you guys, it's $131, but you're going to get it today, your web hosting today with the Swift plan for $64.62. So it's an amazing savings, guys, that you're going to get with all of these unlimited features. Here, you will see some other options that you can add on if you want to. I mentioned that with the Swift, initially with the Swift plan itself, it does not come with the 20 times faster servers, but you can add it on if you want to. It's totally optional, guys, and so that's something you can do if you want to, but if you don't, you can just leave it at default where it says none. And a really good plugin that you can install on your WordPress website is Lite Speed. You can go into your Cpanel itself. Once you create your website, A2Hosting is actually going to install it for you on WordPress, so you don't have to. And they're also going to do what's called hardening, which adds a second layer of security to your website once it's installed. So once it's installed itself, you have your credentials and everything for Cpanel, where you guys can add on really cool cacher plugins, or even Lite Speed. It's one called Lite Speed in particular I really like, and that one does help with speed itself. And so that's one way that you can really get around that. But anyway, across the board, I really love A2Hosting and their web hosting itself. It's gonna be pre-selected for US. If you're in the US, you have different data centers that you can select from. There's Asia, Europe, and the one in US, there's one in Michigan and also Arizona. So you can select between either one of these two that you prefer in the US if you're located here as well. And so once you finish with that, guys, what you need to do is just simply hit continue, and you're pretty much done, from that point. So that's basically how you get started or get signed up, rather, with A2Hosting with the Swift plan itself. Now, with the actual Cpanel, as I mentioned, what you guys will see is that you'll have different options here for software, some advanced tools. You can like change like your theme and all of that. If you look down here, you have Soft Delicious. And if I'm pronouncing that right, I think I always mispronounce that. But anyway, with that, you'll see that you'll have access to different CMS platforms. You'll see you have WordPress, Eventcart, PrestaShop, Joomla, which is for more advanced like developers that want to use that to create websites. But I just recommend just using WordPress itself. WordPress is extremely user friendly. Anybody can use it. You can use this to add on domains itself with the Swift plan. Once you guys get started with them, being that you'll be able to create unlimited websites using this particular plan itself. And once you do that, it's really, really easy, guys. Once you click on WordPress, as we did on the previous page, just click install right here. And what you're going to do right here, guys, is you are going to select the domain that you want to install your WordPress website on. So in this case, you already have, once you get started with A2Hosting, your primary domain, A2Hosting is already going to install WordPress on it. But if you want to add on domains, like additional domains, let's say you purchase like another domain somewhere else, or even through A2Hosting, what you're going to do is just select that domain itself that you want to install WordPress on. And then from there, you're just going to drop down and plug in the site's name itself. So let's say like your site is, xyzdomain.com. You would type that in here and then a tagline right below it. Create a admin username, a password itself that you're going to be using obviously for your cPanel, and drop down. I recommend just skipping this portion right here with themes, because you can do that, later on in the game when you actually get started. You hit install with your email there, and what you're going to do is you're going to get an email showing that your WordPress website has been installed. So it's really easy to do, guys, when you get started, with A2Hosting and just customizing it, adding themes and things of that nature. But that's the cPanel itself. What it looks like, once you guys get started, with them. I really, really highly recommend A2Hosting for creating websites. They're really, really fast customer service. People are very courteous. They always resolve your issues in a very timely manner. The uptime is really great as well. Never had any issues there. So I highly recommend getting started with A2Hosting. If you're thinking about the Swift plan and creating, limited websites, it's a really good hosting plan, guys, to use today. All right. Again, the Swift plan is for affiliate marketers, network marketers, developers, people that want to create unlimited websites. But if you don't need to do that, you just need one website, then the Swift plan is not for you. The Lite will be better for you. But either way, whether you go with the Lite, Swift, or either Turbo plans itself, I think you guys will be extremely happy with the web hosting services, okay? So I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of what to expect with A2Hosting's web hosting plans itself, specifically the Swift plan. To get started today, guys, I did include a link right below that'll give you the 51% off of your web hosting today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button along with the bell. That way any future videos, guys, that I put up, you'll be sure to receive them. And also, drop your comments below and tell me, guys, what you personally think about this A2Hosting review for the Swift hosting plan itself. I hope you guys much success with your endeavors of creating your next website online and even with your business with your A2Hosting website. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next.